The class of 2011 had the opportunity to select a faculty member to address them at graduation. All Wharton seniors had the opportunity to vote, and this year's selection was Professor Adam Grant. Adam is a management professor who has won numerous awards for his courses in organizational behavior, negotiations, teamwork, and leadership. He received his BA from Harvard, his PhD from Michigan in organizational psychology. He is a former All-American springboard diver, advertising director, conflict mediation, and my personal favorite, professional magician. Please join me in welcoming Adam Grant.
Esteemed graduates, in 4 years at Wharton, you've been challenged to make some serious decisions. McKinsey or Goldman Sachs? Stay on campus or study abroad? Rival, Princeton or Brown? Team Edward or Team Jacob? Today I'd like to offer some guidance on making decisions for the future. My original plan was to practice what we preach here at Wharton. Tell you what I'm going to tell you, and then tell you what I told you. But let's get real, Management 100. I only have 4 minutes. So let's talk about how you make your choices. Here are a few statements from a decision-making survey created by my colleague Barry Schwartz. Take a moment to think about whether you agree with them. I never settle for second best. When I'm in the car listening to the radio, even if I like the song, I often check other stations just to see if something better is playing. I'm a big fan of lists that rank things. The best movies, the best graduation speeches, the best looking professors. And I treat relationships like clothing. I expect to try on a lot before I find the perfect fit. More than anywhere that I've collected data, Wharton students strongly endorse these statements. No comment. They reflect being a maximizer, someone who always looks for the best option when making decisions. Wharton is full of maximizers, and striving for the best certainly helped you get here. But is seeking the best always what's best for you? Or does being a maximizer come with a cost? Psychologists explored this question in a study of over 500 college seniors searching for jobs. In the fall, seniors completed surveys to identify the maximizers in the group. Over the following 6 months, all the students reported on their progress. And as expected, maximizers did better than their peers. They applied for many more jobs and ended up accepting jobs with, on average, 20% higher salaries. This was true even after controlling for their universities, their grades, and their majors. Looking for the best paid off. Here's the surprise. Despite doing better, maximizers actually felt worse. They experienced more negative emotions during the job search, were less satisfied with the jobs they accepted, and were more likely to question whether they made the right decision. Why? They spent more time comparing their outcomes to their peers to figure out whether they really had the best job, and ruminated more about what-if scenarios. Searching for the best made them less happy. So what was different about the students who were happy with their job choices, despite earning lower salaries than the maximizers? These students are what we call satisficers, people who choose an option that's just good enough for them. Instead of spending their lives chasing after the best possible job, car, house, romantic partner, satisficers take the first acceptable option that comes to them, and they're usually happier with their choices as a result. I think there's a lesson in this for all of us. If you care about your happiness, not only your success, there's wisdom in aiming for good instead of best. This is especially important for those of you who cried when you got your first A- and are wallowing in despair because you're graduating with only a 3.99 GPA. So my advice to you is this. Every once in a while, set your sights a little lower and settle for good enough. When you hear a song that you like on the radio, keep listening to it. When you find a great restaurant, go there more than once. When you fall in love, don't keep looking for someone better. Now, granted, sometimes you'll sacrifice a bit of success. But so what? You're joining the ranks of the business world's most elite, distinguished, accomplished alumni. Alumni like Donald Trump, Ivanka Trump, Donald Trump Jr., and perhaps one day, Barron Trump. Anyway, here's the punchline. The most valuable advice I ever received on choices. Don't make the right decision, make the decision right. You'll face plenty of win-win choices in your lives, and the quality of the decision you make will be determined not by picking the right one, but by the actions you take post-decision to make the most of it. In fact, I firmly believe that the most important choices are right versus right, where there isn't an objective best. One of the advantages of aiming for good enough is that it frees up time and energy for other things that matter. But if you're still torn, I'd go with Team Jacob. Thank you.